looks like we've got everybody. Hey Tony, how are you? You're early today. Thank you for liking and sharing and doing all the things. Who else is here? Hey, let's see, is that Kathy? Kathy's here. Hey, Kathy. Let's see, how's Facebook doing? Say hello when you find me, you guys, so I know that everything's loud and clear. How's the sound? How's the picture? Are you excited? We're starting our shortcut card sketch spring sampler and card sketch series. Today I got 2 cards for you, so we don't have time for messing around today. We got to get right to Stampin'. We're going to do 2 cards. There will be clean recorded videos for each card. We should have this one for you today, and a clean recorded video and blog post with project sheet. And Monday we're going to post this one, clean recorded video and project sheet. But we're going to do both of these today and live, and they are both shortcut card sketch number 26. I mentioned last week that we're going backwards. We're doing 26, 25, 24, because in designing these, I designed the 26 last, but somehow was inspired to do a Valentine. So since I was inspired to do a Valentine, and it's coming up quick. Can you guys believe it? Desi keeps telling me, oh, I can't believe Valentine's Day is almost here. But I really felt like that was the perfect paper for this card sketch. So we're doing them in reverse order. We're going to release the sketches in reverse order. So 26 will be available today, 25 next week, and 24 the week after that. Unless, of course, you join us for our paper sampler. Our paper sampler are special. You guys already have your compiled PDF of shortcut card sketches 1 through 26. So you guys already have 26, 25, 24. But yeah, we're going backwards. That's just what there is to it. You guys ready for some Stampin'? We've got 2 cards to make, and I'll probably do just a little bit of housekeeping. I feel like I'm still catching up after the holidays. How is it that February? I'm still catching up after the holidays. I think the whole product of the month thing has given me a little shake. There's a new product of the month, by the way, you guys. It's a really cool designer series paper pack. I'll be ordering it in a day or 2. So yeah, I'm just a little shook up still from the holidays, trying to catch up with everything. So I only have a little bit of housekeeping for you. Oh, look at that. You guys are busy on the YouTubes. Hey, Dawn. Mary's here. Hey, Mary. Robin's here. Robin says, so glad to be here. I'm so glad you're here too. I'm ready to craft. It's been a busy, busy week. Anne's here. Anne says, hello, everyone. Shamika says hello from Washington. Hey, glad you're here. Hi, Jessica. Happy Friday. Cheryl's here. Got in late, but happy to be here. We're glad you're here, Cheryl. Hey, everyone. Purple Heart Studio says Jan's here. Jan's here, and Jan's here. She's sitting across the table from me. Let's see. Yay for Friday. I couldn't agree more. Beth says, hello, crafty peeps. Long time no see. Beth, I'm glad you're here. I love the way you greet your friends and everyone on the stream, too. That's awesome. I love that we build a community here at Kitchen Table Stamper. All right, let's see here. Love that you're doing 2 different versions of each sketch. That's new this year. You guys, this is so much fun for me. I'm really liking this new format for the sampler and sketch series, and I hope that you guys do, too. It allows me to work within Stampin' Up's new way of releasing products. It's not just catalogs anymore. There's those online exclusives. So there's a little gnat flying around me, and it is making me bonkers. Okay, sorry. I don't know where I got even a gnat in this cold weather, but it just, the timing. Why couldn't it bother me after Facebook Live? Glad there's no camera on me. That looked pretty ridiculous. So with the new way that Stampin' Up! Is releasing products, we've had to make a little shift in our paper samplers to do it. So what we did this time, I'm going to get onto this in just a minute, but let me show you this. We did paper sampler for the January and January-April catalog. And then we had an add-on paper sampler for the November and January papers. All right, so it was a good way to still get a little sample of all the papers from all the releases. Normally we would just have our Christmas catalog paper sampler, our spring catalog paper sampler, and our annual catalog paper sampler. But now that Stampin' Up! Is rocking all of our worlds with a new release like every time you turn around and a new last chance list every time you turn around, I'm trying to find my way in that. And it's been leaving me a little scrambling, but I think that this has been a whole lot of fun. So this is probably somehow or another what our paper samplers will look like going forward. Is we won't do a paper sampler with every single Stampin' Up! Release. We'll still have them 3 times, maybe more, maybe 4 or 5 times, 6 times a year. I don't know. I'm just trying to fall into some sort of a routine, but we'll see. This one turned out particularly fun, I think. So you could, with our paper sampler, get just the paper. So just the paper, did not include these embellishments right here. So just pretend they're not there. You get 1/4 pack of all the new Catalog Designer Series papers. Or you could get it with the sketches, the PDF sketches or the concierge sketches. If you got it with the PDF or the concierge sketches, you also got the embellishments, right? So there were a couple of different levels that you could get. If you added on the online exclusive sampler to a PDF or concierge level, then you got a free class packet. And I'm going to give away my 2 extra class packets today as prize patrol. But you got a free class packet to make all 6 cards that we're going to make. All right, so that's kind of how it worked. I hope that you guys who participated in Paper Sampler like the class packet. We haven't done a card kit, a class packet with Paper Sampler in a while. And so that was something new. We were hoping that that would, attract maybe some new folks that wanted a sampler and sketch series with us, right? All right, so let me show you what that entails, because we are giving 2 away. So I have 2 extra class packets. So if you got the paper sampler PDF or concierge level for the January-April catalog and added on the online exclusive paper sampler, you got this kit from us absolutely free. And in here is the envelope, the card base, any layers and die cutting that you need to make the 6 cards that we're going to make in this series. So I've got one of those here for you today. I'm actually going to give away 2 of these. So there is a prize wheel. The link is in the comments. I've seen Elena drop a link already. Get your name in on the prize wheel. I'm giving away 2. And besides the packet to make the 6 cards in this series, I'm also giving away a pack of these dots and eggs embellishments. So it's kind of a 2-in-1 prize today, and I've got 2 of them. We're going to do 2 winners at the end. Okay, so that's our giveaway today. It's the kit to make the 6 cards that we're going to make. Hey, Jan, behind you, there's the 2 cards for 25 and the 2 cards for 24. Will you pull them out of the paper or the plastic and hand them so I can show what cards this makes? Awesome. Jan's going to help me get those cards so I can show you what cards you'll be able to make with this packet. Now, this packet was for our paper sampler people, so we assumed that they had the paper sampler because you had to buy the paper sampler and add-on to get it. And the card that we're doing for the April, January, that is using the embellishments that were included. And then the one that we're doing for the add-ons, the November and January add-ons, those all use the embellishments that were included, but we added some ribbons. So you won't have your embellishments or your bubble bath ribbon, but you'll have the other ribbons that you need in here too. So it's the ribbons for 3 cards, the card bases, the envelopes, all your layers. We did all the embossing for you, and you'll be able to follow along and make the 6 cards from the series. What do you guys think of that prize? I hope that you like it. I know it's kind of crazy. Hey, thank you. All right, I'll leave them there for now. All right, so get the giveaway link is in the chat. We've got it on YouTube, and it looks like we're got it in the comments on Facebook, and it's also in the description. So get yourself in the prize. Joan shared. Hey, Joan, thank you so much. And hey, Regina's here. Hey, Hey, Regina, how are you? Happy Friday. Joan says, I love the paper sampler. So fun. I'm excited to bring you 6 cards in this paper sampler series. Let's see here. You guys are talking football up at the top of the comments here. Joe says, hello from Washington State. Oh, that's where Go Hawks came from. Yep. Super Bowl's coming. I have some Seahawks fans that hang out around here. Yeah, we're excited for that too around here. Let's see. Jan says, happy Friday, everyone. And Kathy greets everyone too. Hey, Gail, I'm glad you're here. Another Washington State resident. Yep, go Hawks, right? Wendy, I just saw you fly by. There we go. Hey, Wendy, happy Friday. Regina says, great, I missed the ladybugs again. They're out of stock. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I'll keep an eye. I'll let you know what I know, okay? Let's see here. Kathy likes the prize. Good. Get yourself on the prize wheel. We're going to give away 2 today. Let's see. Hi, Nancy. I'm glad you're here, my friend. A lot of fun, she says. Let's see. I think I'm all caught up on comments, and I showed you the prizes. I told you where the wheel is. We'll address it again in case for late arrivals, but this kit is the one that we gave away. I've got 2 to give away today and some eggs and dots. All right, so a pack of embellishments and a sampler and sketch packet, 2 of those. All right, so let me show you what we're going to make today. We're going to make both cards. This is shortcut card sketch number 26. And shortcut card sketch number 26 has a card that we did with January, April designer series paper and a card that we did with the online exclusive paper. So this January, April sampler had this fun, I forget the name of this one. I had to look it up before too when I was doing the video. Endless Love is the bundle. Made with Love, is that it? This is the Made with Love designer series paper.
Oh, yeah.
And then the Hobby Haven designer series paper was an online exclusive release. So we're doing 1 sketch from each paper pack. Okay, is that like clear as mud? So we're going to start with the January, April paper sampler card, and then we'll do the online exclusive paper sampler card next. 2 cards today. So we got a lot of stamping to do. We'll stamp and talk. Let's see here. Okay, I think I got everybody. Carol's here. Hey, Carol. I'm glad you're here. All right, I got my spinner ready. I got my form in the comments and in the description. We talked about prizes. Let me show you really quick the rest of the series. So this packet that I'm giving away today makes these 2 cards with shortcut card sketch number 26. Next week, I'll be back with shortcut card sketch number 25, and we'll make these 2 cards. Let me change my view so I can see what I'm showing you. There we go. We'll make these 2 cards next Friday at noon, and this is our shortcut card sketch number 25. And then 2 weeks from now, Friday at noon, put those there, we'll make shortcut card sketch number 24 cards. And this packet that I'm giving away today, you have to provide your own designer series paper. And you'll have to do, it'll only have the ribbon for the, so you'll have to have your own bling. You could use some of these probably. And your own, like where I used bubble bath ribbon, because those are things that came in the sampler. But other than that, you'll have what you need to make these 6 cards in this packet if you win one today. All right, so, oh, look at, we're going to be using Easter Joy. Just really quick kind of a side note. Easter Joy was our card club for cool people feature for January. We just renewed, but if you want to get in for January, I can do some extra packets. Or for February, if you want to get in for February, I could do some extra packets, but you'll have to subscribe and then email us and ask for a packet, okay? We just renewed. In fact, renew is a cycle, and sometimes it takes a couple of tries to get everybody's payments renewed. So we don't even know how many exactly we have for Card Club yet this month, but it has billed. I just wanted to give you guys a sneak peek. So if you want to get in on this, if you didn't already, if you weren't subscribed for February 5th is when we bill, then you'll have to reach out to us, subscribe, and then reach out to us for a packet, okay? So our Easter basket card club for cool people is a one sheet wonder. We're doing wonder recipe 17 and 18. It makes 7 cards. And in your packet, you're going to get a half a pack of the cards or the designer series paper. You're going to get a full package of the pearls. You're going to get a full package of the twine. And you're also going to get 5 yards of the fluffy trims. You can do their tails. So you're going to get 3 embellishments, 2 whole ones and a half a one, a half a pack of paper, and 7 cards. Okay. If you're not already a Card Club subscriber and you subscribe today, that'll subscribe you for March. So you'll have to let us know that you want to join for February. I'm sorry I didn't show you guys this before subscription day, but like I said, I'm still scrambling. So it makes 2, 1, 3. I stole your note, Jan. 3 and 1. So 7 cards. Card Club members, if you want to add on the Easter basket bundle, the linen, lasting linen, or the lovely stripes embossing folder, you have links for that. If you would like to do that, you have this weekend to add those things on, okay? All right, so that's Card Club housekeeping. Look at all of them, aren't they so cute? And oh, wait, look at that. Look at their butts. That, like, just the cutest thing. All right, anyway, join Card Club for cool people. We have the most fun in there. All right, woo! Hold on, they're everywhere. Give those back to Jen. Jen's helping me get the project sheet underway for that and the magic of television done for that and stuff today so we can bust out the video. All right, so Card Club bills on the 5th for content that is mailed and delivered on or about the 20th is what we like to say. It really depends. It depends on holidays. It depends on weekends. So the 20th isn't a hard deadline. Sometimes we're the 22nd. It just depends on holidays and weekends. But about the 20th of the month, that's when we'll be delivering that one. Okay, so we got 2 cards, and we really got to get started. But I do want to see what you're saying because hanging out with you guys is the best part of my job. All right. Purple Heart Studio says, I'm excited for this month. Yay, I'm so glad you're excited. And to my Card Club people, your continued support makes our world go round. That I can't say enough. Like, you guys are the backbone of this business. You're the foundation and of this business. So you guys are why I can keep doing this and do it with some kind of solid ground under my feet, that because you guys are there every month for me, and I appreciate you so much. Oh, that's Deepa. I wondered if that was you, Deepa. The fluffy trim is perfect texture, but flat and not puffy like a pom-pom, right? It's easier to mail. And it will make more than just great bunny tails. So when you get 5 yards in your packet, you'll be happy to have it come Christmas time. When you got fuzzy winter gloves and hats and Santas and snowdrifts and things, you'll be loving it then. All right, so let me get started while we craft. Well, let's craft and talk. Gian says, cute cards. Card Club is so fun. Kathy says, give it a try. Hey, Kathy, thank you for that testimonial. I really do appreciate it. We're actually, I have not been amazing at keeping you guys sneak peeked in the loop. So I'm depending on your testimonials now. Tell people how, if you're a Card Club member and you love it, please tell people. That'll really help us. All right, next month we're going to be doing Cute as a Bug as next month, and that makes us March, and then April. I have some decisions to make, is what I'll say for April, because I really love the new March online exclusive stuffs, but I also have ideas with something from the January-April catalog. So I'll let you guys know a little bit more soon, okay? Patty says your cards are adorable. Hey, thanks. I really had a good time making these ones, and you can too. Just get your name in the prize wheel. Okay. Last time for the prize wheel until after we do some stamping. I did, because we're doing 2 cards, I have a little bit of extra magic of television going on here. And so the first thing I'm going to do is look at my card sketch number 26. And A is, we're going to do this one first. A is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I've got Pretty in Pink here. And we did this one with the, we embossed the front of this one with the painted texture embossing folder. Now this one's retired. Don't worry if you got the packet, we did it for you. If you're doing your own cards to follow along, grab any embossing folder that you like. But I did my embossing this painted texture because when I was in my scraps, I had a card front, a Pretty in Pink card front, where the embossing was already done with painted texture. And I know painted texture is retired. And there was a time, I was talking about it when I did the recorded video. There was a time when I would have just thrown it away. I would have cut this part off. I would have saved this part for another project, and I would have thrown this part away because it was retired. And I don't know, maybe I was making bad decisions back then. I don't know. But now I'm not. Cardstock's too expensive. The effort was already made. It's still beautiful. I probably talked a bunch of you into buying the painted texture embossing folder. I loved it. So I'm looking at it now instead of like, you can't get this anymore, so I'm not going to use it. I'm trying to look at it instead like, so many of you were probably influenced by me to get it. And I want to keep supporting you. I have it sitting there. It's in my scraps. It's already done. It looks fantastic. So just know that we're going to go there a little bit once in a while. The other thing we're going to do, and I try to kind of pride myself on doing it anyways, I'm going to use things a little bit more even in repeat. So you'll notice in our second card, we're going to use the lasting linen. And we used lasting linen in November Card Club. You had an opportunity to add lasting linen onto your Card Club November kit. We're using it again in February. And so you're going to see me repeating the use of a lot of these things. I'm like you. I'm buying just a little bit less than I used to. The prices are higher, and my Stampin' rewards are lower. And that's just life. That's just what it is right now. So I want to reflect support in that by really just using those things again and again and again, and showing you what I find to be the most, I don't know, get the most bang for my buck. You know what I mean? And then help you get the most bang for your buck too. So just know that that's how it's going to happen. You'll see me use some retired things. I've been using the retired die sets in class packets and in Card Club too. If I can provide you with the shape, I don't think there's any reason why I can't use my investment, right? And I want you to use your investment. All right, so our designer series paper, while I was chatting with you, I went ahead and cut some fish lips, chicken lips at the bottom. These are these are C, D, and E. So 3 1/2 by 1, 3 1/2 by 1, 3 3/4 by 1 1/8. And you'll notice that B, this 4 by 5 1/4, we just skipped it this time because crafty girls do what they want. Not only did we just skip it, but we rotated our design, and then we also mirrored it. So instead of being high of center, it's low of center. Do you see? So we mirrored rotated and mirrored our design. So that's how I want you to think about these card sketches. So they are a place to jump in. They're a place to get started, but you do what you want. Add your own touches to them. Add a layer, skip a layer, twist them, turn them, whatever you want to do. All right, so then we've got to do F and G. F on our sketch is a great big circle, and G is a little skinny sentiment strip. So for F, I have this banner, and for G, I have this tag, both from Basic White. My tag is from the Endless Love dies, which is the dies that go with the suite here. And then I have this fishtail banner. It's the largest one from Nested Essentials, and it's about 2 1/8 by 3 if you're looking to substitute something to make your card. Okay, so there's our F and G. I also did a little more die cutting with that Endless Love, and I did that ahead, so let me show you. Got Flirty Flamingo for the regular heart, and Real Red for the fancy heart. From Basic Black, I did the big arrow. There's big and little arrows in this. I love it. And my X and O, those are Basic Black, all Endless Love right here. And then these 2 little hearts, these are Real Red. And I love this die in the Endless Love. If you're like me and you like those little paper embellishments, you know, you like to use up your scraps, you know, take a little scrap, die cut a little piece, put it on your card, and then it's like free embellishments. This little die is perfect for that. It cuts 5 of those little hearts all at one time. So it's easy to make lots of embellishments for your cards. All right, so then we're gonna go ahead and adhere this guy right here. I just put a little glue top and bottom, and it's going to line up over the Flirty Flamingo one, but it doesn't line up perfect, and that's okay. It's just kind of got a swirly and gives you kind of a layered deal. I love it. And then we'll take the arrow and put some glue across the center. Just the center, and then get a nice angle here. It's going to be a strong angle. It's going to point up kind of high. I thought that that's how it looked best once we put it on this tag. All right, now let's set that aside to dry for just a minute. Put our die cuts aside. This time I'm not going to lose my, what did I lose? My O last week? This week I'm not losing my O. We're going to do some stamping. I shouldn't have said it so definitively. Everybody keep your eye on the O so I don't lose it. Let's do some stamping. I've got I Adore You from Love Story. So Love Story is another stamp set. There is Endless Love dies that we use. There's an Endless Love stamp set that you can bundle and save 10%. But the Love Story is a coordinating second stamp set, which I really love. I love when Stampin' Up! Brings that coordination in, and I got the Endless Love bundle and the Love Story stamps. I just couldn't resist the coordination. So I Adore You on this little tag, and as you can see, I don't think it's any accident whatsoever that I Adore You from Love Story fits on the tag from Endless Love. They're just made to all work together and make you want to collect them all, which I did. There we go. All right, and then the other thing is the Endless Love dies. Those will stay in my collection forever. I really do think that as much as I've been collecting hearts, have had lots and lots of hearts in my lifetime of stamping, I like that they're so different. There's a great big eyelet heart, and then we've got the little squiggly one, the arrows. I love the arrows, so I'll be keeping those in my permanent collection. All right, so if you got the paper sampler and you purchased either PDF level or concierge level, if you got just the paper, you got just the paper. But if you got one of the other 2 levels, you got this 1/8 inch faux linen bubble bath ribbon. I love this ribbon. So we're going to just wrap it around the banner here. If you got today's prize, the class packet, it won't include ribbon for this card because we made these for our paper sampler people who got both PDF or concierge January, April catalog sampler and the November, January online exclusive add-on. So they got this in their sampler. So that's why it won't be in your packet. You'll have to think about a substitute if you win. Start thinking now. Double wrapped it around twice, and now I'm going to, and you know I don't usually do cut off the spool before time because I don't like to waste ribbon, but a little rule of thumb here. So I'm going from like the end of my palm here to my index finger, and that's how I'm estimating that ribbon, so that, because usually that's just about right for the size bow that I like to use. Okay, so from here to here is usually, so that, does that make sense to anybody? Does that help anybody? But I don't usually pull it off of the spool until I've tied the bow, and then I cut it directly away from the spool so I don't waste any ribbon. But this time I want to put the tag on. So I'm going to tie here, just over under, not a knot necessarily, just like this. And then I'm going to spread this out a little bit so that it crisscrosses. And I'm going to hold this with my squeezers. So this is from the Embossing Editions toolkit. And sometimes you're like, hey, put your finger there, you know, like when you're tying a bow on a gift. Will you hold that for me? Put your finger there. This is this is how you put your finger there and still use both hands. All right, so then I'm going to take this guy right here. If you guys watch me, you know it's a little fluff threader. I get them on the Amazons. There'll be a link for them in the description because this is like the best thing that ever happened to you, I swear. We're going to put both ends through the end of the flosser, and then we're going to take the flosser and go to the back of the tag, and then we're going to pull the tag onto both ends of the ribbon. Now I can slide that down and take the squeezer off of there, and that'll still stay nice and tight. And tie your bow. And there should be pretty little to no waste when we get that loopy bow tied up. More than, I'll tell you, I'll cut away probably a little more than I normally would have tying from the spool. But that little rule of thumb will keep me from throwing away a whole lot of ribbon. Because, you know, if you cut off an inch of ribbon every time you tie a bow, you know, you're throwing away, by the time you go through the life of that spool of ribbon, you're throwing away feet of ribbon, and that's so crazy. So I usually don't cut off the ribbon first. I tie the bow, then cut it off the spool. And still not too bad, but yeah, there we go. So we got our sweet little I Adore You tied around the banner. And now we're gonna slide that up and put it on the card. Let's see how you guys are doing. Are you guys still doing good over there? Are you following along with me? Joan says, I have lots of substitutes I can use if I win. Excellent. You've got a ribbon collection that you can put in there. And the Bubble Bath 1/8 inch ribbon is, as far as I know, it's available and in stock, I believe. So if you need to get some, it's good for more than just Valentine's. We're going to be using it throughout the whole series. A little liquid glue and a little dimensionals. You guys. Let's see. I need to cut some of these in half. You guys cut dimensionals in half too. I am a big fan of cutting them up and using every last bit. Cut them up, spread them out, use every last bit. All right, so back to our sketch here. We're going to add F and G onto our card. And then I Adore You goes off to the side a bit. We got to leave some room for those X and O's. So now I can peel the release there and choose my placement of I Adore You. And that is F and G. Now we're just going to finish up decorating. I need some more dimensionals. Let's see here. Corinne says, if I can anything out of a scrap of cardstock, if I can get anything out of a scrap of cardstock, I keep it, even a hole punch for confetti. That's so funny that you say that, because you know what I've been doing lately, Corinne? I just started this because, and I think honestly it's because, you know, we're paying more than ever for our cardstock, but I just started this. I keep this right next to my die cut machine. And so, like I messed up my little thing there, but I can still use that. I don't want to put it back with the real scraps there, because these things then catch on the edges of bigger paper and ruin them. But I put it and I keep it right next to my die cut machine. So, you know, if I need a little flower or something, I can start right here before I go into more valuable, larger scraps. So I've been doing that too. I know what you mean. How do you keep those smallest little scraps, and how do you use them? How do you know that you've got them to use? Mine has been just sitting right next to the die cut machine. So, but when that scraps get really deep, that's when I'm concerned, will I still use them? You know what I mean? Dolores says, I'm making Valentine's projects and using retired stamp set and retired resin hearts embellishments. Right? That's it. Let's use our stuff. And when you're done, Dolores, show us on the craft social. I would love to see what you guys are doing with your products. But it's been a hard mind shift for me though. I think it is a Stampin' Up cultural thing, right? Like demonstrators don't just do this for some demonstrators do it for fun, but most demonstrators are looking to profit from their investment. And if they can't sell it anymore, then but I'm trying to shift my mindset to I can still use the investment. That's a smart financial thing to do, and I can support those of you who have purchased those things from me when I use my retired things, right? So that's kind of the mind shift I'm trying to have. And then I get to enjoy the things that I purchased for longer. I didn't purchase these things because I don't like them. I think we talked about that maybe a week ago. I think we talked about how I don't usually make a lot of purchases that are, I purchase things that I like. I bought it because I liked it, you know, so I get to use them a little bit longer too. Let's see here. There's something else above there. Wait, is that you, Jan? Jan says, I love Card Club. It's a wonderful resource and you get so much product. I'm still making cards with January's. Thank you, Jan. Jan is probably one of Card Club's biggest fans, and definitely helps with the value added. If you guys don't know Jan does all of our alternatives with Card Club. So yeah, she's definitely good at translating Card Club into other themes and bundles and stuff like that, which I think adds a lot of value to Card Club. Thank you for making our Card Club the best Card Club by adding all that value, my friend. Jan adds a lot of value to Card Club. Yeah, if you guys don't know it, we feature a bundle. So we're featuring Easter basket this in February. But just because that's what we're featuring doesn't mean that that's where the inspiration starts. My friend Jan does 2, sometimes more alternatives every month with a different bundle. So you don't ever have to choose Card Club by the bundle we're featuring. You can choose Card Club with confidence that we're gonna have you and support you creatively, no matter you have the bundle or don't. So I went ahead and added my heart with the dimensionals, now my X and O, and we're going to grab some embellishments. Again, this one, the embellishments for this one, I'm using sparkle dots because those are what came in our paper sampler. If you guys want to get in on paper samplers, just keep an eye. We do them all the time. And with the new class packet, I think they're even more fun than they've ever been before. We've still got our little dots here. hearts and then our dots. I've got Pretty in Pink and Fresh Freesia. I think both will work great with that. Our original has the Fresh Freesia, so I'm going to do the Pretty in Pink this time. Let me grab a take your pick tool, and then I'm going to grab my liquid glue, which keeps ending up to my right because I'm right-handed. All right, so the bling here is not going to be included in today's prize pack, but the next one will include, well, it did include the ribbon, so you're going to have to substitute your blings if you get today's prize pack. And by the way, today's prize, if you're just joining us, get yourself in the prize patrol and the wheel for the drawing. We're giving away a class packet that includes all you need to make today's 2 cards, next Friday's 2 cards, and the Friday after next 2 cards. So 6 cards. You'll be able to make the whole series with the packet if you win today's prize wheel. There's a link in the description and in the comments. Just follow the link and put in your name and your email. I think it is name and email to get entered for the drawing. We'll do the drawing at the end. All right, so how I like to use my take your pick tool for this kind of little stuff. I put 2 little dots of glue where I want my hearts to live. I've got my hearts and they're right side up on the table. I'm going to pick it up with the putty. I'm going to drop the, let me switch hands. I'm going to drop the heart onto the glue, and then I'm going to hold it in place and remove the take your pick tool. Grab the next one, do the same. And when you hold with the pick, you can remove the putty end. It won't, because if you just try to lift it away, you take the heart right off of its place. And then once you got them positioned in the glue, you can use the pick end for straighten them out or slide them a little bit. And now we got those guys there. All right, so that is our I Adore You. That is shortcut card sketch number 26, card number 1. And which one do you guys like better? Do you like the little contrast of the Fresh Freesia dots, or do you like the Pretty in Pink matchy? I'd like to know in the comments. All right, well, you guys are telling me which one you like better. I'm going to switch cards. We're going to do one more shortcut card sketch number 26 card. And then we will also have project sheet for this guy and a clean recorded video for this guy posted on YouTube and on the blog later, okay? Nancy likes the pink ones. Christine says, "Good golly, that's a great giveaway." Well, I hope that it is exciting. I think it's kind of fun because then you can just go back through and make all the 6 cards. So I'm also giving away a pack of the dots and eggs embellishments. So you could potentially use, maybe not the dots and eggs on this one. But there are probably some, you could definitely use your dots and eggs on shortcut card sketch number 24, the one that I did with the Easter basket bundle. But so you'll get a pack of embellishments, but not exactly the ones that I'm using, the hard embellishments that I'm using. But it'll make you 6 cards with envelopes, and you can be a part of our series. The other way you can be a part of our shortcut card sketch series is to look out for when there's new paper released. Look out for our paper samplers, because that was our gift. This packet was our gift to our customers who bought the January, April paper sampler and added on the online exclusive ones. All right, so I'm going to set these guys up here. Oh, you guys are liking pink and Fresh Freesia kind of split, but I think it's leaning towards the pink. What do you guys like, the pink or the Freesia bling? I kind of like the contrast of the Freesia. I thought it was a little bit, it didn't come out of the paper. It was just kind of a pleasing. I think it looks nice with the ribbon actually, but this has got a monochromatic shine that I kind of like. I think I'd pick surprising enough to myself. Like I'm surprised myself with this answer, but I think I like Freesia better, which I don't really like Freesia, but I think I like Freesia better. What do you guys like? Tracy likes the pink. Nancy says that she just got to watch your live. Hey, Nancy, is this your first live with us, or did you just pop in now? I don't know for sure. Let me know. We'd love to welcome you if this is your first time. We would love to welcome you even if it's not your first time. Corey says, pretty cards. I love them both. Sandy likes the freesia. Joan likes the pink. Cynthia likes the pink. Yeah, you guys. Yep, I think we're split in favor of the pink ones. That's very fun. Interesting. If you haven't answered, answer up. Okay, so our next shortcut card, sketch number 26 card, is a little bit more literal. I still took some creative leeway with it. I have chosen the Hobby Haven Designer Series paper. So the Hobby Haven is from our add-on, our online exclusive add-on sampler. So we had the 4 online exclusive Designer Series papers, and you could add them onto our catalog paper sampler. And there's the Hobby Haven. We've got a 1/4 pack of each, and these really beautiful pearlized faceted circles. So if you added on the paper, and the circles came with, and we divided up the die cuts into quarters too, so you got an assortment of those. But this is the card for our add-on paper sampler. And now we're going to let me grab that kit and show you what we have going on here. Oh, maybe I've got a big mess going on here. I'm not going to use these dingles again or these ribbons again. So let me put them a little farther from myself. And it's funny because I got one of the take your pick tools back. I got one from my aunt. So of course I don't just have one take your pick tool here with the caps up. I have 2. Can't find the cap for this one. Oh, it's always a craft-tastrophe, but that's the fun kind of mess, right? All right, so we're doing shortcut card sketch number 26, and I'm going to start with A, which is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and I used copper clay for this base. And that's what color's in there. So if you get the class packet, or if you got the class packet, it's in there. If you're following along with your own supplies, for some reason, try pecan pie or crumb cake. Those are nice neutrals in place of this. Or if you don't have copper clay, but you have cinnamon cider, check that and see how that works. But again, I have resources and I'm not afraid to use them anymore. So this is B, 4 by 5 1/4. But I had said before, like, crafty girls do what they want, right? And so I decided that I wanted a little bit more contrast, a little bit bigger border around my Designer Series paper. So this size for this particular card, it'll be on the project sheet, is 3 3/4 by 5. So we get a little bit more border than what's illustrated. Did you guys see me almost glue that on upside down? I almost did. We almost had a card that opened on the right instead of on the left. All right, so that's B. This time we decided to use B, and we're keeping it right side up. So you can do what you want with this sketch. And when you do what you want with this sketch, we want you to share on social media. We don't care where you share on social media, but we're asking you to use the hashtag KTSSCCS26. If you use that hashtag, we're going to search the social media and we're going to find your shortcut card sketch cards, and we're going to comment on them, and it'll be a great way for you to share with your friends the resource of these card sketches, because they are absolutely free. So tag us KTSSCCS26 if you make some cards with this, and share them on your social media. All right, so we did B. Now C, D, and E, I kept the same sizes. So I've got for C and D, 3.5 by 1 of that Designer Series paper. And you saw me put the glue on the pretty side, right? So I had to bring some more of that out. That's the back of the one that we're using. And then for Magic of Television, again, I did my embossing. I decided that D, this 3 3/4 by 1 1/8, needed a little texture. So I did that one with the eyelet embossing folder. And I did grab that one so I could show you. That's the embossing folder that I used. And maybe you've got that one. And if you don't, then you pick one that you like. because I'm sure that you have one that you could use. Then let's go ahead and lay down those with some liquid glue. I'm making a little room for myself over here because we're about to get inky. And that, all right, can you see everything? Yeah, okay, let me pop over back to the other view though, so I can see you guys. All right, so let's see here. Nancy says, just popped in. I was at lunch with friends. I'm glad you're here. You can catch the replay of this right after we're done. There'll be an instant replay. And then we're going to do each card as an individual video too. So if you're interested in making one or the other, or you get the packet and you need to go one by one, we're going to have clean recorded videos of these going on YouTube too. We'll do this one today on the blog and YouTube, and this one on Monday on the blog and YouTube. So you'll be able to get those resources. And if you didn't already catch on, we are doing some prize patrol today. I've got a wheel. You got to get your just name and email on the wheel. There's a link in the comments and in the description box of the video. So get yourself entered in for our prize today. The prize is a class packet for the 6-card series. This is 2 cards in a 6-part series. At the end, I'll show you guys the next 2 cards again, or the next 2 sketches. 4 cards, 6 total. 2 today, 2 next week at noon, and 2 Friday after that at noon. All right, so now we've got a little bit more literal, right? It's starting to shape up a little bit more literal. We did C, D, and E. Next is F and G, any shape of your choice. Well, for F, it's represented on the sketch as this big circle, but I want to do a F number 1 and F number 2. So on this one, we're adding layers to our sketch, and that's okay. It's your card. I just gave you a destination, the confidence to set your foot on the path. Now you make it your own, right? This is Pool Party, and I cut that with perennial postage. This is 2 by 2 and 3/4. It's the third from the largest. And this is basic beige, and I cut this one with Spotlight on Nature. And the Spotlight on Nature dies has these radiating circles. It's the second from the smallest. All right, in case you're cutting your own, if you get the packet or got the packet, we did this die cutting for you. We also did your embossing for you if you get the packet or if you got the packet free with your paper sampler. I took this little guy and added a bit of texture on, as you can see, and there already is kind of spoiler alert. That's the Lasting Linen stamp. I love this stamp. This is worth its weight in gold, and that's why I've been using it so much, because I want you to see the value of it. And if you purchased it or added it onto Card Club, or you purchased it from me, I want you to have that reminder to keep using it and this creative support to keep using it. So I just did Pool Party ink on Pool Party cardstock and gave that a little bit background texture with the stamp. And so I'm gonna glue on my F number 1 and my F number 2. So in our first card, we didn't have any layer B. We just omitted it. In our second card, we had 2 layer Fs. The idea, again, is just having fun with the sketch. All right, now G. G is any shape of your choice, and we're gonna stay pretty literal to that. I've got a double chicken lips banner. This is basic white, and this was cut with the 3 banner punch, and I'm going to stamp my greeting from Banner Sayings. So I'm doing the Banner Sayings bundle on here with the Homemade Treats bundle. Homemade Treats bundle is last chance, by the way, and don't bundle things when things are on last chance. If you're ordering from the last chance list, don't order a bundle unless you already checked the individual items, because oftentimes the dies and stamps will be discounted at a rate that makes the bundle price more expensive. So keep that in mind. There is a new last chance list and a new product of the month. So you can go shop the last chance list, save a lot of money on things that are retiring, and stack up once you've got $75 with the discount product of the month and any previous product of the month. So if you like what I did with December or January product of the month, you can get that one instead. And $5 for a designer series paper pack or a stamp set. That's a really good deal, especially when you get to the $75 using the last chance discounts. All right, so my stamping was wishing you good things in early espresso. And we're going to do a little more stamping with the homemade treats, which as of last night was still available and on sale. So I've got some white cardstock here, like from my packet, and ink. Let's see what colors I got here. Pool Party and Old Olive and Pecan Pie. Slide over, guys, slide over. And this one is Smoky Slate. All right, we're going to do an oven mitt and Old Olive. I love this stamp set. It is definitely got a Christmas twist to it, but it doesn't have to be just Christmas. So keep that in mind. We're having a good time here with it. I think very well outside of the constraints of Christmas. And I've got a cake decorator for a daughter. So, you know, this one will stay in my collection. And then I'm going to do one icing bag in Pool Party. And then we're going to do a second one in Smoky Slate. And we're going to combine the two to make a two-tone a two-tone icing bag. I was trying to get a wipe. I have realized that I really, really prefer baby wipes over the chamois. But I was trying to get one and I pulled and it just kept going and going and going. I finally got one and had like 3 others out of the container too. It was pretty funny. Of course, on live, that's how it goes down. Sometimes I'm really glad that all you guys can see is my hands on the table and the project that I'm working on, because it can get pretty crazy around here sometimes. All right, so there is our, oh, that's such a pretty color. That Smoky Slate is so pretty. All right, I need to get a pecan pie rolling pin, but we're gonna close these up and move them away. There's less chance of ink catastrophe that way. And now this little guy. And see, that doesn't look Christmas at all, does it? Right? Could be, doesn't have to be. And again, since we're doing 2 cards today, I would normally like to demonstrate the bundle for you, the stamps and dies and how they work together. But today we're just going to, by the magic of television, I'm going to die cut those with the Homemade Treats dies. So I've got my 4 elements. And let's switch up our piping bag. So we're going to do our piping bag. So it's got a gray tip and bag and Pool Party frosting. Super simple, but makes a really big difference, I think, in the overall look of the card. So I just cut the tip off of the Pool Party one, cut the flare off of the Pool Party one. This you can use somewhere else. What I found was this was really cute with the gingerbread dies, has all those little peppermint candies. So you could hold on to these little frills from the Pool Party ones that you make and use it as the little twisty ends on the candies. Anyways, just a little aha moment I had. It just says, do you prefer baby wipes over the chamois, or why do I prefer baby wipes over the chamois? honestly, I like that I can use the baby wipe and then put it back in and use it until it's really full of ink and then throw it away. So it ends up being a really good value if you just put it right back into the package and use it again and again. But if it gets all inky and it's gross, it's starting to transfer ink onto your fingers, you just throw it away, and you start fresh and clean. I find that there's less ink on my fingers when I have that. I don't have to go and wash it out. I do not like how when the chamois gets dried out, it takes so much effort to get it wet again. Sometimes they can get a little stinky, especially for people I find in the Chicago area. We have water that's all, chlorinated and highly treated. But if you don't have water that's highly treated, they can especially get stinky. So there's my little two-tone piping bag. Isn't that cute? Then the chamois, if it gets too wet, it can be drippy and leave a mess. And the stamp case that we used to keep them in is now being completely phased out. The stamp case was kind of a makeshift way to keep it. So I just have found that overall I like the disposable baby wipe better. Not whammy, shammy. And then Nancy said we've all been victims of autocorrect. Oh, that's cute. Oh, you guys make me happy. Let's see. Homemade Treats is a really good stamp set. It sure is. I have had a whole lot of fun with it. We did a cut and mix card class with it. I've had good fun. It's definitely staying in my collection too. That's how much I love it. But anything kitchen, and then especially this with the piping bag, and my daughter being a cake decorator, I really love this. I really love this bundle. But don't buy the bundle right now because I think both the dies and the stamps are on discount, I think. My memory is not awesome, so go check it out. MarisaAlvarez.stampinup.net. Check out the last chance list. There's all kinds of new stuff there. I think that's just going to be the script every couple of months from now on. All right, Stampin' Dimensionals on all of those elements, right? Let's see what else. The eyelet embossing folder is really pretty. There have been some good embossing folders that are now retired, right? They can be forever tools. They will never run out. And so I think that I'm in the minority, like that I get rid of things, that I let things go and I get rid of them. Most stampers buy embossing folders with the idea that it's going into their collection and it's going to stay there for a long time. So I'm using mine a little bit longer. And will I use it forever? Probably not. There's a whole bunch of new, fresh stuff coming all the time. And I do love new, fresh stuff too. Who doesn't? But I want to use my things a little bit longer. And I want to encourage you guys to use your things, especially if you buy them from me. I feel a little bit of a responsibility maybe, I guess, to help you guys keep using those purchases. So, all right, we've got our elements all arranged on the card. We'll add a sentiment. And I'm just putting a little bit of liquid glue. And it's going to go over all three, but off the right a bit. This little piece here, I cut that one ahead. That is Petal Pink. And if you're card club people, you might recognize that one. This heart from Valentine Kisses is a great little paper embellishment. So that's where I got that one. And we're going to add that to the card. And Nancy likes to filter the last chance list from lowest cost to highest. That way you can compare the prices easier. Yes, and you can also get the bundles all the way at the end of the list. So when you go and you get a bundle, you get the bundle after you see the stamps and the dies separate. It is a great way to see the prices of those bundle items first, make it easier for comparing those discounts. Sometimes Stampin' Up! Last chances without any discount. That happens too. But it's easier to spot those discounts when you filter it low to high. Yep, and the right-hand side, right above the product display, is a filter with a drop-down menu. Just change that from lowest to highest, and it is very helpful. All right, we got to embellish this up. And then before I do that, I'm going to just pop over and let you guys know this is your chance. This is your last chance to get in for the prize today. All right, so we are giving away 2 prizes with 2 prizes inside. All right, so each, we're doing 2 of these, and there's 2 prizes. The first prize is this little something extra. This was the free class packet we offered to our paper samplers who bought the PDF or concierge level of the January-April paper sampler and added on the online exclusive. So if you did those things, then you got this packet for free, and we have 2 extras. So we're giving them away today. In this packet, you're going to find everything you need to make 6 cards, with the exception of a couple of embellishments in the designer series paper. We didn't put the designer series paper in here because they came with all the designer paper. So there will not be designer series paper in here, and there will not be the 3 embellishments that I used: the bubble bath ribbon, the sparkle dots, or these, I forget the name of the ones I really like, but I thought I wasn't going to like them. Pearlized faceted circles. So the pearlized faceted circles, the sparkle dots, and the ribbon are not included, and neither is the designer series paper, but you have everything else that you need. So today we did this card right here. So your embossing is done, your die cutting is done, and you can follow along. We did this card right here. And again, we embossed your eyelet. We did not do any stamping for you either, but all the paper you need to stamp on is in there. Those are the 2 cards from today. We'll be back with 2 cards next Friday, and we'll be back with 2 cards after the Friday after that. All right, and so this packet will give you what you need to do all 6 cards in this series. And we're also throwing in a pack of dots and eggs. All right, so an embellishment and a class packet. We're giving away 2 of those today. And how do you get in on the prize drawing? There's a link in the description. Add your name and email address to the prize wheel. There's also, the link is also in the pinned comments. So grab that link. Oh, I did that the wrong way. Grab that link. Click over, put your name and email address. This is your last chance to do it. We're going to close up the prize wheel after I finish embellishing the second card and showing you the series. So I'm going to embellish this. I'm going to show all 6 cards that this makes, and then we're going to close the wheel and spin. All right, you guys got it? Everybody good? Oh my goodness, my camera has drooped. Oh. Taking you guys for a little ride. It might be a bad idea. I got to tighten something, I think. I'm sorry. There you go again. Did you guys see yourselves drooping? Okay. Anyways, we're going to leave you a little droopy today. That's all. So for this class packet, you will get the fibers. Let me find my fibers, show you where it came from in case you're making your own. I had it. I was even starting to tie it. So where did I put it? It was right on the table. This is the new, oh, no, I refuse. There's my embellishments. It's gotta be. I found it. It's on the floor. Okay. You know, I still haven't found my, oh, you guys. I'm not kidding. I haven't found it. I cleaned up twice. I cleaned up good. I cleaned up a lot. All right. So we started, I've got these 2 strands. There's one in the class packet, if you got the class packet. They came from this trim. You just unbraid it, and it gives you those awesome, come on, focus. Focus. It doesn't want to focus probably because that's shiny. So unbraid it, take 2 This is the Petal Pink woven or Petal Pink braided trim. There it is. It is on the last chance list and it is like $5.40 or something. I like it as a trim. It could be like in place of a designer series paper. You just glue it down flat, like where you might put a designer paper or a trim, or you can unbraid it and you get such a huge value, especially at like $6. It's less than $6 right now. So take a look at that on the last chance list, but there's a piece included in your packet if you're following me with your packet. We're gonna tie a big loopy double bow, really, really nice size, because it's going to go tucked right up underneath the edge of that banner. And we're going to get a little glue dot for that. You guys getting yourselves on for the drawing. Get your name and email address in there so we can close up that wheel. Elena, if you're watching us, after I show the cards one more time, then you'll close the wheel, okay? All right, so got a little glue dot on the back of that bow. Lift and tuck. So pretty with this paper. I love it. And then we're going to add some sparkle. And so if you added on the November, January online exclusive paper sampler, these pearlized faceted circles came with. I chose these because they look really great with all of the papers that are in that sampler. They match every single one. One of these colors or more than one of these colors could be used with every single one. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put, I used 5. That's good. They're nice and sparkly. I'm going to put some right on my heart. And then I'm going to put another one over here. And then I'm going to put a couple more big ones this way and this way. I love the shine. I love the sparkle. They just really are a good embellishment, and they're going to go great with all of our cards. All right, so that is card number 2, shortcut card sketch number 26. Later today, you'll be able to download this. If you're a paper sampler person that got PDF or Concierge, you already have your PDF with 1 through 26 sketches. But if you're not a paper sampler, people, this will be available for you later today. If you go to kitchentablestamper.com and click on the top post for this card, you'll be able to scroll to past the embedded video and click a button that says shortcut card sketch number 26. It'll give you a PDF. You can put that PDF on your hard drive. You can keep it, in a file on your computer or on your device. You can print it, put it in a page protector. You can laminate them like I do. And so this will be available a little bit later today, and so will the project sheet for this card. All right, there's going to be a separate project sheet and video for each card. And then Monday, we will come back with the video for this card and the project sheet for this card. So we'll have that pattern. We'll do Friday and we'll do them live, and then Friday this one will post, and Monday this one will post. The next week on Friday live, we'll do shortcut card sketch number 25, and that will be this one from the online exclusive papers. This is the one for the online exclusive paper sampler. And look, there's those shimmer, those faceted pearlized dots again. Aren't they great? See, it goes with every single paper in the online exclusive. And then our second card will be this little guy. It's your birthday. And we will have a clean video and project sheet for this one on Friday and for this one on Monday. Next Friday, next Monday. And then shortcut card sketch number 24 is this. All right, so here is our January-April version of sketch 24. And here is our online exclusive version of sketch 24. And that'll be 2 weeks. 2 weeks? 2 Fridays from today, we'll do these cards live. And then Friday we'll have this one and sketch 24 on the blog for you. And then the following Monday we'll have this one on the blog for you. All right, so that's our series. That's all of our cards. Today's, next week, the week after that. What do you guys think? All right, Elena, if you're watching, you can close up the wheel for me and I'll check out the comments. How about that? Bonnie says, I love watching you create. Hey, Bonnie, I love when you hang out with me. Thanks for joining us today. I hope you guys will be back next Friday for the next sketch in our series. And if you use the shortcut card sketches, we're asking you to start, join us with a hashtag. If you make our shortcut card sketches and share them on social media, will you please tag us? Use the hashtag KTSSCCS26, whatever the number is. We do have 26 public card sketches. KTSSCCS 26. And that way we'll be able to find you and the cards that you make with the shortcut card sketches all over the social media. What do you think? Think you guys will do that? All right, I'm going to put that tag in here while Elena's getting the link or closing the link. CCS26. And you can do it with any of the shortcut card sketches. KTSSCCS 26. I think I might need to edit that. I think I have too many S's in there. No, I don't. KTSSCCS 26. Yeah, use the hashtag and then surprise me where you show up on social media with your shortcut card sketches, okay? Is anybody interested in that? Is anybody going to do that? I want to see your cards in it. Now, anytime you click that link or go to that link or search that hashtag, we should be able to find each other. Isn't that cool? All right, anyways. We'll see if it catches on. I'm hoping that you guys will give it a try if you make these cards or if you make cards using these sketches. Let's see here. Elena posted that she's going to close the link. Thank you, Elena. Joan says, so pretty. Thank you. I'm glad that you liked them. I hope you guys had fun today. Corina says this paper reminds you of the Hobby Haven reminds you of your aunt. I love this paper too. I love the color palette. The B-sides are great and all the little hobbies that are included in there. Is that the one that you love? Oh, so good. And Jen says that Paddle Pink braided trim is awesome, fantastic value, right? Especially at last chance prices. Holy moly. And then on top of it, you get your Stampin' rewards for purchasing. It's so good, so good. Where do you find this class packet? This one's not for sale, Dolores. This was free with our paper sampler people, and I'm giving 2 away today. So get on the prize wheel if you haven't already. Let's see here. Maybe we'll think about putting them for sale at the future ones. This was kind of on a whim as a bonus for our paper sampler people, but we had 2 extra, so we thought we'd give them away today. It was a free gift. Deirdre says, hello, everyone. Sliding in late. Great card. Love the set. I hope that you guys are getting in on that prize patrol. Dolores says, you have me smelling my chamois. No smell here. That's good. Most of the time, they stay pretty good. I've only run into a couple of stinky chamois. But, yeah, I don't like. Corey says, if I use baby wipes, it always leaves behind fuzz. I use the Kirkland ones. These are the only one I'll use. And unfortunately, you have to buy them in the case. And they leave very, very little, if any, fuzz. But I've definitely come across fuzzy baby wipes. Yes, it can be a problem. But I do like the Kirkland ones. I have no problem with them. Let's see here. Colleen says, thanks for the card ideas. My pleasure. Thanks for joining me today. And come back next week for more card ideas. Joanne says, you're amazing. Thank you. You're amazing. You guys make it all possible. All right. So to my paper sampler people, thank you very much for your orders. Thank you so much. I hope that you're enjoying your class packet and the craft along. If you liked this, let me know. Give me some feedback on it, because I think we're going to keep on doing it in some way or another, where if you get the paper sampler, you'll have an option to order one that'll include a free class packet, because these have been fun to put together, and hopefully they're fun for you to craft along with. Let's see here. Great giveaway. Thank you. Let's see. Kasia says you're very generous. So sweet. Oh, well, I wish that sometimes I wish that I could be a little bit more generous. It's so hard to keep track of ordering, or I mean, offering prizes and then getting them out in the mail. I can be so generous because my friends Jan and Joyce are here so supporting me. You guys totally do giveaways because Joyce is willing to mail them to you guys. So I can be generous because Joyce is at the mail desk and willing to send them out. That's usually the biggest problem is that there's so much work to do. And so thank you. It's a team effort here. We can be generous because we're together. Corinne says, yes, she was a hairdresser, knitted, crocheted, cooked all the things. Oh, so this was her paper pack, wasn't it? Okay, let's see if I can load up a prize wheel and then share it. And you guys know I've had some trouble with this in the past, but today it's gonna go awesome. All right, I've loaded the wheel. And let's see, how many do we have here? 40 people today. Yay. Thank you guys so much for watching and for joining in. All right, I've loaded the wheel. And then Elena told me after I loaded it, I had to make it full screen. I made it full screen, but then I made it full screen too soon because I can't find you guys again. Hang on. Let me find you guys. Let me switch my view. All right, here it is. Drum roll, please. Oh, wait. Let me make sure I have the wheel up top. All right. Yeah, I got the wheel up top. Okay, ready? All right, you guys should see the wheel, and then I should make it full screen, Elena told me. All right, somebody tell me if you see this. Oh, Jan says she sees the wheel. All right, we're gonna spin for 2 winners today for our prize packet. And here's spin number 1. Ooh, it looks crazy green when it spins. You probably like that, Jan. Our first winner is Bonnie Schinkel. Yay. All right, I'm going to put your name on one of these, Bonnie. And oh, you got it? Yeah. Jan's writing it down. All right, here, and you can stick it on Bonnie's. And we're going to spin the wheel one more time for our second packet. Let's see here. Spinning. Our second winner today is Beth Coles. All right. Fantastic. I'm going to go back from full screen and then switch back to you guys. Oh my goodness, I might be getting good at this Prize Patrol wheel.
I love it.
Between me being able to actually get it to Prize Patrol wheel and Joyce's willingness to send them out, we might have some prizes on the regular now this year. That was so easy, and hopefully you guys had so much fun. Congratulations to our winners, Beth and Bonnie. We're very excited for you. We'll pop this out in the mail. We're actually doing some mail, probably doing some mail today. We might get it out to you today if we have your addresses. I don't know for sure, so if you would, just pop a private message, Kitchen Table Stamper Facebook group, or to email Marisa at kitchentablestamper.com and just confirm that if we have your address, that it's still current. Give us your address. And if we don't have your address, then provide that for us. And we'll try to get it with a couple other things we're hopefully getting out today, okay? You guys are congratulating the winners. I love that. I love that so much. Bonnie says, thanks so much. So excited. Congratulations, Bonnie. Yeah, you guys, let's see here. Let's see what's going on YouTube. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you had fun and you'll come back next week. If you love card sketches or you know somebody who does, tell them about our series. The replay for today will be available as soon as we end. A clean video for this will be available later today. A clean video and project sheet. And a clean video and project sheet for this one will be published on Monday, all right? Oh, look at you guys. Kathy says, had a great time. You guys are congratulating the winners. Awesome. Birthday wishes to Jan and Joyce. Birthday wishes to Jan and Joyce. Who did that come from? Kathy. Oh, that's so awesome. You guys see what a community. You even That touched my heart. Great cards today. Thank you. You're welcome, Deepa. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, congratulations, everybody, the winners today, and thank you for joining me today, everybody. I will be back Friday with the next 2 cards in this series. Okay? Have a great weekend. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you next week.